Your supply chain is losing money right now. Probably don't even see where. Today, I will show you how AI inside Excel can find those hidden losses and fix them in minutes. I'm using a simplest data set in just a 30 rows, okay? But by the end of this video, we will turn into a smart decision system, not a theory, a real optimization. Welcome to Discover Talent, where we turn skills into a real world advantage. If you are into Excel, AI, or supply chain, you are in the right place. Okay, simply I'm opening up the Excel over here. Okay, while we are seeing the data type like this, okay, this is kind of a data we have, it's a unstructured data. No need to worry. Simply while you are pasting the data, you will simply click on this option, use text import wizard. Okay, the moment you do, you will see this kind of a pop-up available over here. Okay, text import wizard. Here there are multiple options available. Simply click on this option called my data has a headers, then next. Okay, and add this comma over here. The moment you do, you will see this line has been added over here, right? And accordingly you can just say next over here and finish it off. Okay, you will see you have cleaned the data fraction of seconds. Let's start simple. Okay, this is a logistic data set. Now what I have a shipment ID over here, I have date, region, okay, product, and then quantity, unit cost, transport cost, and delivery days over here. Looks normal, right? But hidden inside this are inefficiencies and costing money. Here is the issue with most companies. They track data but they don't analyze it properly, so delays happen, cost increases, and nobody connects the dot. To understand this better, we have to create a some sort of calculation mechanism over here inside the Excel itself. Okay, here we are going to add the couple of formulas over here. In case I will be simply adding a total product cost. Okay, and then here I will call this as a is equal to E2, okay, into F2, okay, and hit a enter button over here. The moment it's done, I will get a this kind of a formula added over here. Now let's move to the next. Here I will say total shipment cost. Okay, hit a enter button over here. Let's say is equal to I2, which is this, plus your G2. Okay, so this is the overall cost I have available. Now what we need a cost per unit. Okay, so this is the cost per unit over here. I'll say J2 divided by E2. Okay, and hit a enter button over here. Let's see what is the amount we get over here, and this is the overall amount. We'll ensure that we'll keep this until only for 2 digits. Okay, simply click on this option and increase the decimal accordingly and adjust this. Right, now the delivery performance. Okay, target, I will keep this as a 4 days. Okay, so here I'll go at the top and add as a delivery performance. Perfect. Let's say if condition over here, because logical condition is very important over here, folks. Let's say H2. Okay, and let's say this less than equal to 4. Now in your case delivery performance may be different. Okay, for now I'm just adding as a 4 days. Okay, and then let's say this as a on time delivery, right? Otherwise I'll call this as a delayed. Perfect, and hit a enter button over here. The moment it's done, I will get a formula added like this, and I can see the on time and the delayed deliveries over here. Now what we need a simple KPI measurement over here. Okay, so to get that added, I will add as a score over here. Okay, so I will call this as a efficiency score. Perfect. Once it is done, we'll just say again if condition over here, right? Let's say L2 is equal to on time, right? I'll call this as a 100, comma, else will be a 70, right? Bracket close over here. Now carefully observe, I'm going to add one more formula over here, which is minus and then K2, okay, into bracket close, hit a enter button over here, and then let's do a control D over here. Okay, so this is how I have drag it at the bottom over here. If you want to do a this particular sign, which is percentage sign, you can do that. For now I'm not keeping that, but we'll ensure that we'll keep this as a single decimal this time. Okay, it's not a double, only a single decimal is more than enough for me. This is the efficiency score. Once it is updated properly, I'll just adjust this. Okay, and we'll ensure that we'll make the alignment centrally like this, so everything we can read it properly, and add the color over here and keep it like this. Cool. So this is how beautifully we have updated this kind of values over here. Now since this is the cost, we'll ensure that we'll select this, apply the sign over here, right? Total cost, even this as well, total per unit. Cool. Select this, apply the cost properly. Cool. So we are just applying a proper data type, which is your accounting number format. In case, in your case, is it a dollar or maybe something else? Okay, you just have to simply go there and change that. Okay, for my case, I will simply keeping this as a rupee over here. Now here, once you apply this kind of things, okay, you either go with VBA, which is your Visual Basics, okay, or maybe you can use the Copilot as well. Okay, I'll show you the both part, VBA as well as Copilot. First, I'll go with the VBA. Okay, it will automatically highlight the delayed shipments. Okay, it will create a quick summary of the overall mission. Okay, what I will do, first I'll delete this because it is not really required. Okay, and I'll call this as a sheet 1. Okay, and right click over here, click on this option called view code and paste this code over here. Okay, once it is done, you can take the screenshot of it if needed. Okay, or maybe the comment on YouTube section, I'll provide you the link of GitHub link. You can just download this particular code and work accordingly, right? The moment it's done, what I'll do, I'll just simply click on this option Excel, and here we'll insert a button over here. Okay, I'll call this as a quick view. Double click over here, let's say quick view, and once it is done, let's do a centrally alignment over here properly, make it bold, right click over here, assign a macro, whatever macro you have prepared. Here it's a auto analyze logistic kind of code we have prepared. Once it is done, simply click on this option. Okay, and you see the pop-up has been reflected over here. The moment you see, you can see at the right hand side, total cost is this, on time shipments are 19, okay, and delayed shipments are 11. This is how beautifully we get a quick summary using a VBA. Okay, isn't that great? Now it's time to use a Copilot over here. Okay, what I'm going to do over here is I'll just simply copy this data. Let's go here and paste it over here. Keep it as a values. Okay, let's see what exactly the result we get over here, and I'll make sure that this will be in date format. Okay, short date, which is this. Perfect, and we'll ensure that this also will be in appropriate format. Okay, let's go here, adjust this properly. Okay, even this as well, adjust properly. Okay, again, this is the efficiency score, so we don't really care about it. Let's go here, cost. So cost, we have to apply it like this. Unit cost, again this particular cost, select this, apply the proper formatting over here. The moment it's done, simply select this, adjust this, keep it centrally aligned, and your titles should be in proper color, which is this. Okay, so this is my overall data set, whatever we have seen in the sheet 1. Okay, likewise we are creating here as well, but now this time we are going to use a Copilot. Okay, so here we are using a Copilot like this, and simply I will be typing a prompt over here. Okay, analyze this data set and identify inefficiencies. Okay, and enter. Okay, it will ask you to save or maybe continue without saving. I'll say continue without save. That's fine. Ideally, just best option. Okay, always save your workbook. Okay, right now we are not really saving that. Okay, let's wait what exactly the output we get through the Excel. It's saying that I'll analyze the shipment data set to identify the inefficiencies. Let me first read the data and then create a comprehensive analysis summary for you. Okay, let's wait for it, how Copilot will react for us. Okay, and let's see if VBA was the best or the Copilot is best. Okay, so what we have did so far, we have did a manual calculation. Okay, we have cleaned the data, we have imported CSV here. Okay, and then we clean the data simply. Later on, what we have did a simple calculation using a VBA. Okay, and now we are doing a Copilot over here. Okay, let's see what exactly the result we get it over here, right? So I can see the inefficiencies analysis over here. It's built up. Okay, when I click on this particular sheet, okay, I can see this kind of a dashboard is getting prepared by the Excel itself, right? So let's wait what exactly the result we see, right? Shipment inefficiency analysis, right? So let's see if this help us. Okay, not only us, our leadership, if they are looking out for the same kind of details, or maybe the client, whoever is the looking out for this kind of data set, or they can take the business decision accordingly, right? As I can see, right, high cost regions, delayed shipments, and the pattern we would miss manually, right? So whatever we did manually, it got missed there. And here, if you see region by patterns, okay, even the inefficiencies by product, also lowest cost, right? Rank is automatically get added over here. This kind of a beautiful analysis done by the Copilot, right? So we always have to take the second opinion from the AI, okay, to what type of views it creates, okay, which help us to take a appropriate business decisions in real life scenarios, folks, right? You can see, and here also, if I compare this with this, right, this is only a basic summary we got it over here, right? But when I see this Copilot, I get a appropriate informations over here, right? You will see it over here. Cool, I'll just close this. How beautifully made by the Copilot, right? This is powerful because you're not scanning rows anymore, you are making decisions. Now let's push it further. Ask AI suggest ways to reduce logistic cost. Okay, so let's go here again, click on this option and get the appropriate result. Okay, what I was saying, I was just saying suggest ways to re to reduce logistics cost. Okay, the moment it's done, again hit a enter button, continue without save. Okay, and it will again take some time to analyze your data and give you the appropriate strategies. Okay, in terms of reducing a logistic cost over here, right? So let's wait for it. Over here, you see over here, what I will do, I will just simply go here, copy this, click on this option and paste it over here, paste everything. Cool. So this is the result. I can see it over here, right? So if in case we don't really need the all details over here, no need to worry, we'll go one by one over here. I'll just increase this, I'll go here and I can see the ways to reduce logistic cost, address west region problem. Okay, delayed rate is this. What I will do, I will just simply copy this and will ensure that we'll add a one more sheet over here and paste it over here. Cool. This is how one by one line item I can just copy that and paste it over here. And here also I have the recommendation steps as well. Simply copy that and paste it over here, right? So you will get a complete analysis inside the Excel for your specific supply chain businesses. Imagine this is a real company. Instead of weekly reports, get instant optimization. That's the key difference between reacting and leading. Now we turn insights into visibility. If in case you want to make this visually represented, okay, no need to worry, you can just simply go here. Okay, and once you do that, simply click here, recommended chart, and you can see you can add n numbers of charts from here, right? Now we can turn insights into a visibility, create simple dashboards, total cost, on time delivery percentage, average cost per unit. Because insights are useless if you can't see them clearly. Now we can automate everything when data updates. Excel recalculates, AI reanalyzes, decision updates instantly. This is where efficiency becomes scalable. Let me show you something most people miss. Even a small delays create a massive hidden cost over a time. This is why the optimization matters, which you can see it over here, right? I'll just delete this, and this kind of an inefficiencies, right? And this kind of an overall data set, you see average efficiency, delivery rate, delay, you can focus on, and accordingly you can react on that specific data set. We turn data into insights, into decisions, and then into a optimization. That's the AI powered supply chain. If you want the exact data set, formulas, and AI prompts, comment AI supply chain on YouTube, and I will share you everything with you. Subscribe to Discover Talent for more real world Excel skills that actually matters. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.